you know what it is? I'll show you a garden. Right. It's not looks, right? This is a garden. It's a harper garden, actually. All on the left hand side of the path, up to, it went blurry, that greenhouse and the white chair. Yeah, the woman's had that 9 weeks. She's never been down. Then on the right hand side here is a guy who's had it, I believe, 3 months or 3.5 months now. He's been down twice. Well, I've got quite a lot done today. Just tidying me edges up with a wood chip. I need to pull that little bit of grass out there so I can just fill that bit with wood chip so it carries on all the way down to the bottom. So sorry if you can hear the wind noise on the video. So round the fruit cage. And then behind the polytunnel, up the side of the polytunnel. Then we'll come along here. It's a path which runs up behind this Dalek to this path here, and it runs all the way at the very top. So I'll walk back along this way now. So, wood chip, pardon me, I need to remove that little mound of earth, fill that area with wood chip, and I may fill down the sides with wood chip. Yeah, the garden's looking really tidy now. I'm happy with it. Garden looks tidy, ready to be planted, all the beds. I need to put a bit of wood at the end of there, and I'm thinking about putting some down just to act as an edging. And I was thinking of throwing some wood chip down this area as well, just where the Daleks are, because I will be removing them shortly. Ian brought us me 2 pallets yesterday, which I still need to get this ivy removed, but Ian brought us me 2 pallets, which means I'll finish that off. May get it done later on this afternoon. I won't be here much longer. I'll get another barrow load of wood chip, and then I've got to go home because I've got a doctor's appointment. So everything's coming slowly but surely. Ian took a lot of the wood chip last night, as you can see. He's got himself a big pile there. There's not a great deal left at the end. I'll take 1 barrow. There's probably another 6 or 7 barrow loads at least, which should do, Ian. So I may add to this video a little bit later on. So I've filled that little area in with the wood chip, so as you can see It just goes all the way down and all the way up. And I've just done this little area. I will eventually get along there done. Next thing on the agenda, well, sorry, not next thing, but one of the things on the agenda, that's subsiding, so I need to shore that up again and then fill that up with soil and what have you. But I did add some more wood chip to where I wanted it. You can see round the Daleks, then it goes into the bit round the polytunnel where I pull the bushes out, red currants, white currants, etc. So I need to finish off the compost base there, get rid of that compost base, get rid of that ivy. I'm going to cut more of the cage away and dig it out to get rid of it, and I'm going to use this bottom area for me compost and storage for me flagstones, fence posts, bits of scrappy bar, tubing. So this will just be a storage area as well as compost, and I'll grow something in this area once it's done. But I do need to get the path between mine and Ian's sorted. I'm saying I need to, well, it's on my side actually, so yeah, I need to. If you look at it, you can see it's sloping right away. The fence is leaning right forward. So I've got these steel posts. I'm going to put them in behind, either behind or I'm going to put them in front, and then put more shoring, and then I'll just fill this area with topsoil and any old mud that people's getting rid of, you know, any muck or whatever, muck, soil, then I'll borrow a whack off my friend, get it nice and compacted, and I'll put wood chip over there just so it's a nice decorative path really. So as far as I'm concerned, garden's done. Oh, I didn't know if I told you, I got myself some bird feeders. The birds have definitely been at this one because it was full to the top. That's one. Come round here. There's another one. It doesn't look like they've been to this one. And this one, yes, they've been at this one because this one was also full to the top. So it's encouraging the birds. That's a good thing. Well, a nice deserved rest, cup of hot chocolate, and it'll pretty soon be time to go see the doctor, get me beta blockers, then I'll get changed again, come back down before I can make the compost base at the bottom. I would have to dig some of the other compost out and move it into a base. So I may leave that and I may put another bed or put the edging down the side of the wood chips, or if I can get that finished I might even start on doing the compost base. I've been watching, or catching up I should say, on quite a few videos, and quite recently there's a few people starting hotbeds. Some are starting just an ordinary hotbed, some are starting polytunnel hotbeds, and some people are starting worm farms. And now people like Terry King, he's got a massive worm farm, you know, but I've seen a few people starting it. Ali and Trisha at the right pair plot, they are doing it, but it's not something I wanted to do, but it's sort of, watching their videos, it sort of made me take another think at it and think, well, do I want to? I don't want to make a hotbed, whether it's inside the polytunnel, whether it's outside, but the worm farm, I'm fairly tempted. And I think instead of going to, is it wrigleysummit.co.uk, I would just go to a local fishing tackle shop, because there's quite a few in my area. You can buy dendrobinas, you can buy brandlings, and I think it works out a lot cheaper. So I could do that. Once my compost base are done, I'll add some cardboard and shredded paper and that. I'll actually buy some worms and put them in there as well. Apparently, which I only found out yesterday, the guy who had this plot before me, every time he turned it over, if he found a worm, he would take the worm out. He was a keen coarse fisherman. He used to take the worms and use them on his bait for fishing. Hence, that explains why, in all the time I've had this plot, I've never once seen a worm. You know, no, obviously worms, they will get a boot, I know that. But for turning all this over, I never seen one worm. And I couldn't understand why until old Jeff, the back of me, told us. He says, Mark, who had this, he says, in Gordon next door to him where Ian is now, he says they were avid coarse fishermen. He says, and every time they turn over, if they got worms, they'd keep them and take them away by the bait. So as I said, that explains that. So I'll buy some dendrobinas, I'll buy some brandlings, I'll put them in the pot, I'll hoist some in the beds as well actually. But I'm sure there's a few other types of worms you can get. So I may have to go to that Wrigley, whatever you call it. I can quite easily get the name of it from Ali and Trisha's video. That's where they bought theirs from. But, you know, it's something I had never considered a worm farm. You know, and I just, honestly, I used to just think, well, there's plenty of worms in the ground, plenty of worms in your beds. Which, up my other garden, which is over the back of here, I had any amount of worms. So I just assumed every plot's going to have them, but no. Mark and Gordon put paid to that. So, now that I know that there isn't any worms here, I'll introduce worms. So, yeah, it's another thing for us to do, or to try, because as I say, I've never done that before. I've never had an interest in it. But it just shows how watching other videos, other challenge videos, they can encourage you to try something that maybe you didn't want to do, or maybe something you had no interest in whatsoever. So I can hear banging something, that must be Phil. I watched a video yesterday. Rachel and Eric, our allotment plot. Oh my God, was like watching something out of Benny Hill, or what do you call the Chuckle Brothers, to me, to you? I think their videos are absolutely fantastic, I really do. As well as seeing Eric making the beds, putting them together, Rachel lining up with the cardboard, putting compost in, you know, getting the beds ready, putting the wood chip down. as well as saying that, you see the fun side, and as I've said previously, you see the bloopers because they leave them in. If they don't leave them in, they put them on at the end of the video. Yeah, awesome. I'm saying awesome. I think every channel I'm subscribed to, and it's a canny few, a really canny few, they're all awesome because they all have their own individual traits, you know. Terry King, you can learn so much from Terry. He has different ways of doing things to other people, and he does things other people don't do, so you can learn a hell of a lot from Terry. I'm appreciative of his videos, I really am. People who haven't got channels may think to make a video is however long the video is. The video is 15 minutes. People may think, oh, it took them 15 minutes to make that video. But by the time you get it home and you edit it, because this video, believe it or not, is 4 separate videos. So by the time you get it home, edit it, upload it, add things in, you know, where you might have writing comes on the screen or scrolls along the bottom of the screen. You might add pictures into it. It all takes time. And I got a message. This was when I first started doing videos. How long did that take you? I think the video was only about 7 minutes long. And how long did that take you? And I said, about 25 minutes. But at the time I was only learning how to use Filmora for editing and stuff. Obviously, I'm a lot quicker at it now. But it just got me thinking that what goes into someone's videos? The right pair plot, the veg man, the veg plot thickens, where Graham grows, Tony C. Smith, Rob's allotment gardening, naturally JB. Did I say the right pair plot? Our allotment plots, Nick the gardener. There's just so many. But when you watch the videos, you need to obviously appreciate how long it's took them. You know, making content, it doesn't just come like that. You know, you may make your video over 4 or 5 days, and you've got to edit it and clip it together, and so it can take a long time. So as well as I'm appreciative for the videos that I could be learning things from, I'm appreciative of these channel owners taking their time to actually put the video together, because obviously I understand what's involved and how long it can take. But for now, I'm going to say bye-bye, because I'm going to go and get changed ready for the doctors. And hopefully I will see you later on. So, bye for now, everyone. I want to put this edging in. Where's that square? And I've got screws here somewhere. Here. See that there? Fill that pot in now. Get the rake shortly. Right. Up you do it. I just need to get me rake all these chippings. Now rake this bed back over. Didn't know if you're actually getting any wind noise here because it's quite windy. Anyhow, that's it for now. Well, I think that's me finished for a little while. Just need to rake this bed, then take my tools and put them back in the car. So I'll put another edging down there. I filled that little pond in that I don't want. then topped it up with wood chip, so it's canny. So basically I need to rake this hour, rake this one, and then do whatever I'm doing, or do whatever I'm doing. I do forget when I'm talking that I've got a Geordie accent and some people can't understand it. This bottom end, but I think I'll give that a miss for today. I think I'll take my tools along to the car, and then I'll have myself a lovely hot chocolate and get a warm, because it's actually starting to get quite chilly now. So I'll put the fire on. Well, just a little blooper which didn't appear on camera. I got all the way along to my car carrying my tools, and I forgot my keys. So just as well actually, because when I come back the kettle was boiling. I was gonna swear, was boiling away. So I've made me hot chocolate. I'll take myself along to the car, get me tools, put in the car out the way, and then I'll come back to the shed. Tell you what, it bloody knackers you, you know. Walking backwards and forwards, and I will be honest, I think this is either the third or the fourth time today I've done that. Walked along to the car to get something out or to put something in, and lo and behold, I forgot my keys. So, as I've said before, if I've got any bloopers, I'll put them in. Unfortunately, I'm not videoing as I'm going towards the car, so it wouldn't have been picked up on video. I'll show you the pile, which isn't very much left at all. But the guy I spoke to reckons he's going to drop a few loads off down to the Harris fence in there, if you can see it, which is quite a good few loads, because you're talking a good 35 foot by 15, 17 foot wide, so that's quite good. Right, let's get this open and get these tools put in the car. Oh, right, one battery. I just like to charge my batteries up once I've used them. You know, they're not dead actually. If I show you that one, still got 3 bars of life, and this one 3 bars of life as well. I'll just top them up, you know. I hate them to run flat. Bloody knackered. There's me roll of black bags. That's not what I normally get me wood chip in. Me black bags and me little hand shovel. But anyhow, I'm gonna go and get me drinking chocolate now, and the wind seems like it's picking up. Cemetery land. I often walk through the cemetery because obviously I do a lot of work in that cemetery. But any cemetery I'm in, but basically this one here, Saltwell, I walk around and I see where the molehills are. Then when I finish work, I come, I get me barrow, and I'll go and get some soil off the molehills Sometimes if I'm in a different cemetery out the area, as I say, I've always got black bags in my little shovel, and I see molehills, shovel it up, put it in the bag, and take it away. You know where it is? I'll show you a garden. Right. It's not looks, right? This is a garden. It's a half a garden, actually. All on the left hand side of the path, up to, it went blurry, that greenhouse and the white chair. Yeah, the woman's had that 9 weeks. She's never been down. Then on the right hand side here is a guy who's had it, I believe, 3 months or 3.5 months now. He's been down twice, so he'll be getting a letter of concern. The woman, we can't give her a letter of concern purely because she's got 3 months in which to get the garden 25% cultivated. So when you think of it, 25% of a half garden is nothing. We actually marked it out for our red paint 25, 50, 75. Because after 12 months, you've got to have 75% cultivated. Though that 25% can be whatever you want. And I see in the old derelict gardens, we've had the fly tippers in again. But these fly tippers are actually off this site. Look at it. It's massive, this old site, you know. It's a good 1.5 times the site that we've got. I can actually see a wheelbarrow there, I think. Yeah, just, I don't know if I can zoom in on it. There you can just see there, whatever you want to call them, the legs. But, yep. People just coming down and dumping. This area, the council are going to flatten it because the cemetery reclaimed this land. They want, obviously, to start burying. So the council are going to come in sometime, I don't know when, maybe the next 3 months, the next 12 months, and level all of this. Then we're hoping to pull this hedge out and put a fence about, I don't know, 8 or 10 foot away from the hedge. See where that red dish is? And that would actually give us parking space for to drive along the alley and leave our cars there. Because the way things are at the moment, we are only allowed to drive along and drop stuff off or pick stuff up. Now, I am guilty. I'll drive along, and if there's not many people down, I'll leave my car parked right here outside me gate, and I'll do what I need to do, and then I'll move my car. But if there is cars already down, meaning that there's a few people down, well then I'll actually pardon me, I'll actually move my car straight away. Just looking across the garden, it actually looks 1,000,000% better than what it did. So I'm really happy with how this is at the moment. As I say, I've got the bottom bits where the compost be, and then that bit up there where the ground is subsiding. I don't think the camera actually picks it up very well. Maybe from a different angle. You can see it board at the bottom there, and it comes up. It should be that corner there should be another, well, you can actually see where it was fastened to. It was fastened there to that post, so it actually came back, what, a foot, 10 inches to a foot. So that's what I need to get sorted. I'll probably do that once I've done the compost base. The other area beside the compost base down there, that can wait. There's no great hurry for that. So, like I say, I'm happy with how it is. I just thought I would share a little tip with you. You know, people who use the 25mm and the 32mm piping to form their hoops. When you haven't got clips, you know, some people use that sort of clip, you know, like that, or metal ones. Well, if you haven't got those, but you've got a spare bit of pipe, if you can cut them into 2-inch pieces, 3-inch pieces, and then if you cut a piece actually out of it, my hacksaw isn't very sharp, so you'll have to bear with us. If I had thought I was going to do it, I would have brought my grinder down, which would have been a lot quicker to show you. This vase needs to be fixed a bit more solid, like. Right. So, cut that. Then cut another piece out. Obviously, if you're putting it, say, around a wooden frame, what's on your raised bed or whatever, you'd cut the piece out slightly thinner, you know, but I'm just showing you, just if you haven't got clips and you're in a hurry to put a net on a bed, you just cut it out like that. I'll see if I can show you outside. I've just pulled my net over just to show you, which is going to be quite hard with one hand because I haven't got my tripod out to hold the camera, so I'm going to have to try and pull the net tight like that. And you just get your thing, your pretendy plastic clip. Oopsie daisy, it fell off, sorry, because I didn't push it on there, and there it is, and there's your net secure. So I think that'll be the end of this video. So thank you to anyone who took the time to watch it. Thank you to all the subscribers to the channel. Thank you to the new subscribers. It is much appreciated. And carry on gardening, everyone. Enjoy your gardening. And I'll catch you all later. Ta-ra.